going live. Well, hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Yes, we are live. It's been a day. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I'm coming on early. We are having court issues, y'all. So we need patience. Patience. So I have it ready. We'll go live as soon as they go live. Not surprising after the hurricane. Hi, Mary Kay. Hey, Toxic. How are you? Oh my gosh. How was y'all's evening? Got a big notification. What is it? Oh, I went live. Discord sent me a notification that I was going live. It is what it is. We are early. I am watching everything very, very carefully, but just hoping all my peeps are well. I got people I know. Have anybody heard from Brandy? How she's doing? Surviving, lol, but finishing packing. Oh, packing, packing. Where you going, Toxic? I know. Hi, Melanie Lewis. Thank you. I do. Are you kidding? This is with no filters. I will confess, I usually have the minimalist softening filter. I'm old. I need it. Yes. Yes. It's really hard for me right now because I retired from the American Red Cross and they are needing people so bad. And I'm done. I just can't get in easily, like, in the position that I used to do was a disability integration. They have a lot of disabled people who are needing help. So I know. I know. Oh, Montreal. Oh, is little one going with? I would assume yes. Definitely would assume yes. Um, yeah, that's what I want to do. It has been an interesting day. Okay, my son, so kind. I really, really needed a sleep in morning. I didn't realize how much my body was struggling. So, yay, got it, had it, happy for it. Um, so yeah, that was all good. Got to sleep in a little bit. Yes, I hope you had a great birthday. And so I slept in and then I did some errands and then I went magnet fishing and took a lot of what I wanted to do. Hey, Kristen, happy birthday to you. A day late. Happy birthday to you. A day late. Happy birthday, dear Kristen. You should have been here yesterday. Happy birthday, love. I'm being silly. I knows I's being silly. I's being real silly. I know I is. Uh, Somebody told me it was your birthday. Who told me? Somebody told me. Ooh, we's gonna have a problem. Well, apologies. Somebody told me it was your birthday yesterday, so um, you got it early. What can I say? You got it early. I apologize. Uh, that's what I get. Oh, yes. What do you? I have you guys on, but I don't have what? Owens. I got to get this in front of me. Owens is the only on screen, and it is muted due to people in the Zoom not muting themselves. What? Zoom has ended. I haven't even looked at my computer. I was just looking at all of it now. I took the morning off. I got some sleep. Thank you, dear Jesus. I got me some sleep, which I desperately needed. I'm going to do that and come in here. I am doing something kind of special at the moment. I ask for your apologies. Um, I've been kind of sad this morning because, well, as most of us know, we lost a fabulous woman today who was an amazing actress, an amazing woman. Maggie Smith, dumb Lady Maggie Smith, has passed away. And I've been in tears, I must confess. She was one of my favorite actresses. Um, if someone said, "Who would you want to meet in real life as an actress?" She was be on the top of my list. It saddens me greatly that we lost such a phenomenal actress, a phenomenal woman, and but life well lived, very well lived. Um, an amazing woman who did everything to perfection, an epitome of a lady. That is for sure. So, yes, I will be honest, it's been a little sad this morning because she was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I'm making a little thing, but I will look at those in just a second. Hi, Melissa Webb. I am still waiting. We are in queue waiting for the Sarah Boone um, trial news. And I love Trial TV Live. They're prepping the hearing now. So they're fabulous. We just greatly appreciate them. Tell you, they're wonderful people. And well, I want to share something while we're waiting. While I'm making this, I might as well share what I have. I didn't know this until today, but today, this morning, released 4 hours ago, Dom Maggie Smith dies in hospital at 89. Oscar winning actress Dom Maggie Smith died in hospital. The British star, known for prominent roles in Harry Potter and Downton Abbey, as well as her Academy Award winning performance as the prime of Miss Jen Brody, died Friday morning. She was with her children, and she was in the of course, I said she was in the hospital. She has 2 sons, 5 fabulous grandchildren. And in 2010, she was central to the success of the ITCC Downton Abbey, and that she was. The fact that she also, I found out today, and I didn't know it, was born on the same day, exactly the same day as my papa. They share the same birthday. I'm all like, "Oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome that they do share the same birthday." And this woman is absolutely phenomenal. And if anybody says anything different, well, we gonna have problems. We gonna have a real problem. Um, so just my heart is kind of grieving a little, and I guess you guys could understand. But she was a phenomenal woman. She was. She was a phenomenal woman. Very much spoke out to the rights of a lot of other women, and just an amazing lady. So our hearts go out to her family, and she died the same day as the other Harry Potter actor. And my maiden name is Smith. Kristen, the woman who played, um, the woman who played in Harry Potter, she was the old witch or headmistress or whatever you want to call her. I don't know. And yeah, you know that women, we know we're going to be losing our older actors. I mean, it's just part of life. But I am really grieved over the loss of her. I've seen some very candid, um, what's the words I'm looking for? Interviews of her, and oh my gosh, she was a hoot. She was funny. She did debut on the Carol Burnett show, I remember. Let's see, she debuted on the Karen Burnett show. The only reason I know that is because I watched Returns yeah, yeah. Well, actually, she was an actress far long before that. She's been acting since black and white TV. Yep, she's been acting a very long time. I'm making a, thing right now. I am. I is, I is, I is. Um, I am. We're still in September, right? What's today's date? I'm so bad. 27th. Just shy. Just shy of being 90. Yep, she was almost 90. My papa and her share a birthday. Oh, okay. I think I'm happy with this. Download, save. She is beyond a legend. Beyond. She's a classic. She's a legend. Um, Opened up a lot of doors for women. She really did. Um, People don't realize the doors that she opened up for ladies. Nope, I don't like that either. I'd rather have it. We'll do it that way. Put her there. Move her knee. Open that up. Move her just. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. She was fabulous. That's all I can say. My daughter, her birthday was December 28th of 1934, and she was acting, well, 50s is when she started acting. Yep. I love Canva. I really do. And I'm going to download this. I will. I just made this while we were talking. It's probably not the best, but it's the best I can do in 5 minutes. This is the woman. So, in honor, rest in peace, love. Thank you for all the joys and the memories. Thank you for what you did for women, women actors, and for all that you have lived through to ensure that the craft of female acting continues. Beautiful lady, beautiful woman, beautiful, beautiful woman. Someone wanted to know why her eyes started bugging out. She had like thyroid of the eyes, um, and it overate over time. It pushed out. Okay, Trout TV says they've ended the video and they're working on it live right now. Okay. Esmeralda, welcome to my channel. Tracy, welcome. Grab a seat. Mama of three, welcome. Yep, that's true. How are you watching the replay now? Images by Yvonne. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've seen you. How are you doing? Okay. Let me put this on and we will be right back. I got to do a comfort break. On my way. Oh, yes, he's in the bathroom. Do you know how big it is? Matt, can we get a package for the clothing store? Okay, thank you. No, and we've not gotten one yet. Come on, Susan. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Oh, She was a phenomenal actress, and, I have to say, I knew hi, Louis Cox. Well, I haven't seen you in a while here. Oh, organizing pictures, 300,000 in your catalog? Holy Moses, child. Are you insane? Is it for your business? That's a lot of photos. Now, when I was a photography, I had a lot more than that. Oh, let me get the banner off. My bad. There we go. Um, I'm looking for the Karen Reed feed. Who somebody said they were watching it now, and I'm like, how are you watching it now? What? What? Seriously? Y'all, they're giving us hell over there. They really are. Um, oh, this is weird, y'all. Okay, I am looking for it. Usually it is live, but today they could not live stream the Zoom hearing for us. Trial TV Live is prepping it so they can play it for us. Why wouldn't they just limit who can join? I'm reading, guys. Wow, we are struggling with this, guys, and it's nope, that's not what I'm looking for. We're all trying to look for it, guys. Please be patient. Uh, Trial TV just said, sadly, it's not the full hearing. The judge was peeved when randos were on the meeting and didn't mute their mics. So they took it off outline as long as you. Okay, there everyone is still searching for the video. It's insane. Everybody's struggling with this, so I'm not the only one. uh, okay, that was the one 3 days ago. I'm working on it too, guys. We are all yeah, it pisses me off when you have idiots do something like this. It's like they should lock it out except for news media, but that didn't happen. And that was a week ago. Oh gosh, no. But we're all kinda hunting and picking and seeing whoever finds it first gets the candy. Everybody is screaming for it, and I can't the judge got I understand the judge getting mad because people didn't mute their mics, but honestly, they should have muted it on their end. I mean, that is their fault, not to be crude and rude and mean, but for those of you who are watching the sinister stabbing murder trial, he was sentenced guilty. Preview Live is there. I'm gonna just put uh Clearview. We're trying to figure out right now. I want to see how much of the video we can salvage. It's quite a mess, and they they took it off a line. Go to telephone. What? I don't care if we just get audio. Everything's 3 days ago, 1 day ago. This is so. You mean I quit? I stopped magnet fishing for this? Oh, how Mom, haven't seen you in a while either. Yeah, they need to learn to control the text. That is a good point. Some of y'all I haven't seen in a while, so you are blessing me today. Thank you. Some of y'all I've never met before, so thank you. Um, I just started. Today was my first day. One of the several reasons why I'm doing it, but one is that I've had my shoulder reconstructed twice and rotator cuff twice reconstructed once on my left side. And so I need range of motion, and I'm not going to pay 20% of a major therapy bill when I can do it myself. I already know what movements they want me to do. And a lot of it's the stuff you would do. You overhand, side, under, reeling in, pulling back. So I decided near where I live, is a wonderful low dam where the kids love to go swim. But man, this year one girl had three fishing hooks in her foot, so she stepped down into the water. So I went over there and I magnet fished and got a lot of fishing hooks. I couldn't even tell you how many I got, but got a lot of fishing hooks and nails and little things like that. Nothing of importance like a weapon. Oh, everybody's waiting, y'all. Everybody is waiting. And I'm just okay, I'm refreshing my page. Do we have it? No. Uh, Trial TV Live, you've got over 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I am going into my 5th month. I'm a new channel. Yes, it would be an ouch. So my thoughts on that were, you know what? While I need to do that, why don't I just go ahead and do something constructive, help clean up the rivers? I just sent them a message. And so we are working on it. Ronnie, Sarah Boone was probably laughing. No, she wanted the makeup and she wanted the hair, remember? Since the judge probably wasn't going to give it to her, she probably decided to say, I don't give consent for my image to be used live. I could see her pulling that stump. If I don't get my hair and makeup, you can't use my image on anything recorded on YouTube. You just get the back of my head." And I'm all like, "That would be lovely. Thank you." Mhm. Let's see. I love it. Someone said, "You're uploading the non-hearing hearing." Yeah. Thank you, Esmeralda. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be positive here. I've got the screaming goat and I have is y'all want to know what I do when I say Sarah Boone's name? Are you ready? Sarah Boone. Cuz she's a hot siren. Ha ha ha. That was one of her main concerns was being recorded for those who to see her bowl haircut. Well, thank you, Tracy. Oh, for the new people here, let me introduce myself. I'm Ada Brown. This channel started about 5 months ago. I am deaf without my hearing aids, and I do interpreting for trials. I have an interpreter that helps me when we have a trial if she doesn't have an interpreting job. One of my goals with this channel is to allow access to the deaf and hard of hearing community and to be able to share with them the same thing that we can have. Mm. So we are trying to reach a goal of 3,000 subscribers by the end of October. So please share our channel. If you are not a member yet, we do have memberships. We launched that about 2 months ago, and we do a membership only live once a month. And I think our next live will be, I need today, I need this month. Thank you. Our next only member live will be October 1st, I believe, if I can get home in time. If not, it will be the 2nd. Well, I take it back. It'll be either we'll do it the 5th, Saturday the 5th. Lindsay Bay, thank you so much. Hello, Britt. You miss nothing. You miss nothing. Uh, so we are waiting, literally waiting for everybody. Oh, it was 3 days ago. For everybody to get this. Everybody's struggling and fighting to get this out of all the medias, court TV, all of them. Long crime. Come here, baby. All of them are trying to get this. So I'm just bouncing. So if I'm looking at you, please understand. I'm trying to gain this access. 1 hour ago. Oh, that was Toby Madden. I need to shut my door, y'all. I apologize. My son's in the next office and he's talking about gaming. And he said, somebody pulled a lead shooter on me a couple days ago. And I'm like, I don't need that being said on my live. Oh. I feel like we are in the Boone prison. I feel like I'm in Boone prison. Yep. We're in Boone prison. Isn't that funny? We're being held here against our will. So, shoot. Court TV. Let me get back over there. Lives. Yeah, they don't even have her live up. Do you know what? Thank you, Lindsay Bay. Perfect question. I'm gonna pull up our chat, and I'm gonna actually put that as a poll. I'm so busy trying to get other things. Thank you so much, Lindsay Bay. I will give you credit for that. Oh, also, between now and the end of October, if you put "I sub" in the comments, I am giving away a Starbucks tumbler. You've gotta put it in "I sub" if you've subbed today, I will there it is. I will put it, you will be entered in the drawing, um, but you have to be a sub between today and the end of October, and it will be the Halloween season one. I will put that in there. My daughter's name is Sarah. Um, and I spell it without an we spell it without an H. And so it's kind of like, you know, for me, it's hard because I keep forgetting to put the H on it. My bad. I'm having to retype it. All right, here we go. Um, Poll is posted. Thank you for subbing. Please share us. I greatly would appreciate it. The poll is posted. Oh, Mary Kay, that is so funny. I ought to do a video. What if I go to a body of water and I put in staples, stapler, paper clips. I'll even put rubber glove tips and I'll put paper clips inside the glove tips. And I can do a little Sarah Boone metal magnet fishing. We gonna do some Sarah Boone magnet fishing. Well, I tell you, thank you guys so much for subbing. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Um, So, oh my gosh, that would be funny. I think I just might do that. I just might do that. I need to Well, let's see. I gotta go back and look at what all she was found. Oh, cheese. I can get cheese and I can slide a piece of metal into the cheese. Oh my gosh, that would be funny as heck. I think I'll do that. I'll go get some cheese and thank you, Ricky, for subbing. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate you. Yeah, but magnet fishing, you don't use cheese for bait, but I can definitely. That's funny. Broken Baker is live. Everybody is live. Brandy is. I don't know if she's live. Oh, I can put a suitcase in the river. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea, guys. What if I get find a green we've got a lot of thrift shops, Goodwills, and get a green suitcase just like that one, that bluish green, and I have all of that stuff in the suitcase. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Okay, here's the question. Do I put all the paraphernalia in the suitcase or do I put everything separate? Oh my gosh, I can so do this. I can so do this. I'm gonna so do this. Inside, and then I can always put a sign on the inside, "Property of Sarah Boone, evidence." Oh, that would be funny. Let's see, what all I can buy a cheap pair of handcuffs. Oh, I don't know. A mannequin? Maybe I can find a little skeleton to put in it because it's Halloween, that's easy to find. Wouldn't that be funny? Actually, what if I put the skeleton in the suitcase and then I find all the other paraphernalia around it? What do y'all think? I need your opinions. I don't know, Hello Brit, I gotta think of something. I don't know. I have no idea, y'all. Um, I am gonna have to now, I have a quandrum. I have powwow tomorrow, and I'm gonna film some of the powwow. Now, I'm not gonna be in full regalia, y'all. I'm not gonna be in full regalia, but I will be in my partial regalia with my native, ribbon skirt with my belt, my moccasins, my hair will be braided, I'll have the barrettes, I'll have all of that on. I won't have feathers on because 'cause I'm not gonna be dancing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes or no is the answer. Suitcase with a skeleton and paraphernalia all the way around it in a creek or some body of water that I can guarantee that I can fish it out of. I'll preset it up and then I'll say, "Hey guys, my first official magnet fishing," which will be the first official because I only did mine for like 20 minutes. And then I'll go over there and I'll start pulling up all the stuff. And we'll call it well, Lindsay's Bay, somebody suggested a body, so I thought, skeletons in her closet. Esmeralda, somebody suggested, we got on the tangent about the Boone fishing, magnet fishing, and somebody suggested a body. Hi, Britta Ayler, how are you? So, what if I do magnet fishing and find a suitcase and there's a plastic skeleton in it? Was that too much? I think a skeleton's better than trying to shove a doll in it. Um, I've gotta find something to weight it down with, though, that's the important thing. I gotta weight it down so it doesn't tend to float because it takes a while for those to sink. But I'm gonna have paper clips, staples, a stapler. I'm gonna cut off rubber glove tips, and I'm gonna hot glue or I'm gonna glue in a paper clip in it so I can pick it up. And I'm gonna scatter it in a body of water, and I'm gonna go magnet fishing, and we're gonna be finding the Boone evidence. Hello, Anne. For those of you let me just make a banner. Let me make a banner. So we will do the drawing on October the 31st. We will do the drawing on October 31st. Um, we are going to do a Halloween live. I did a makeup one last time. Tracy, makeup? What? Oh, maybe I should put some old makeup in there. I'm a makeup artist. I got a lot of that. Yes. Do you think though the skeleton in the suitcase is too much? That's what I need to know. So definitely going to have fun. Everybody is trying to get this stuff up and going, guys. Everybody's struggling. Yep. And I will be giving away a Starbucks tumbler that is Halloween related. So whatever their Halloween one is, we'll be giving it away. Oh. Okay, Cooper and Co. Thank you for joining us. What's happened was that they were having the trial, and some people on Zoom, which really, I don't think they should open the Zoom up for everyone. I think you should be media or be someone like Trial TV Live. But what happened was is that the judge got pissy because some of the people in Zoom had their microphones on and it was disrupting court, so she shut it down. So everybody is fishing for the live. What I know, Trial TV Live is trying to put it together. They are in the process. They said they're having to piece it together, so kudos to them. But everybody is struggling. Oh, true. Oh, I can put in their paper with all of the. Oh, I wonder if I can find 8 like Barbie doll type things, male and female, and have them in there representing each lawyer. I need to figure out how many males, how many females lawyers she had. Because then I can put the dolls in there. I think, and I'll record this and then I'll play it live and then I'll put it on as the Sarah Boone magnet fishing trip. Thank you. Yes, I was a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist since I was in my like teen. So 20, 34 years. I have a makeup studio on the office next to me. Yeah, I have a full makeup studio, skincare studio right next to me in the office next to me. So every morning I get to go in and do my makeup and my face, and I just didn't do my hair. But thank you so much. I think it would be fun to do the Sarah Boone magnet fishing find. Oh, I think, and I have evidence tape, so I could tape off the area like it's because of the wonderful things we do. Yeah, I think that would be freaking brilliant. Okay, guys, I will do it. It's going to take me a few days. Tomorrow, I can't wait. Tomorrow is powwow. Can't wait till powwow time. I'll show this. I will be brave enough to show this. Here's me in full regalia. That's me in my full regalia. I'm going to take the banner down because you can't see my moccasins. I made that every square inch. So these are beaded moccasins, which are right there behind me. That is a very expensive wool, $150 a yard, hand woven wool. The shells are kind of a white with a purple circle on the top that's natural. The breastplate is real bone. That is Canadian geese wing. There's the shawl and the fringe. I hand sewed this and hand beaded. They're just on the top part alone. Well, we're at about 1,200 shells on this regalia total. The earrings I am continually to make right now. I will put it up over here. This is one of them. It is hand beaded. This took me 60 hours of beadwork to make. I've got 10 more to do. The feathers have a barrette. There's a headband. So that is my regalia. That's what I do. I zoomed on your eye. Esmeralda, that's scary. Are you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Yes, Sensei. Come here, baby girl. Come on. Come. Oh, don't go under. Hi, baby. Oh, 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 oh. I got you. You can't get away. No. Oh. Come here. Let's go this way. Say hi to everybody. Go play. For those of you who don't know, I am deaf. She is my hearing dog. They're going live now. Bless you. All right. And we are going here. Going to go do this. We're going to put my bonnet back up. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. We're ready. Volume full speed ahead. All right, guys, we are waiting for them. They're going live now. I'm just going to refresh just to make sure. Yep. Okay. Oh. Can I add captioning? Do we have captioning, guys? We have no sound. I'm working on it. I'm going to see if they'll turn on their captioning. Give me a minute, guys. Okay. I'm working on it, y'all. Okay. Captioning. Just be prepared. Sound is horrible. Check 1, 2. Testing, testing. What the hell? I really feel for Trial TV Live. They are doing everything in their power to provide this to us. So y'all give a great shout out to them. They are fabulous. But it is the best that we can do. We will continue surfing. I know Trial TV will give us the best they got. Ooh, that screen shaking is going to drive me nuts. Oh, he can't. Oh, that's on his end. Judge. Your Honor. Your Honor. Hello. Well, nobody's in there right now. We don't have anybody there, so we're trying, y'all. Be patient. We appreciate your patience. Trial TV Live, we appreciate and love and adore you, and we appreciate your efforts in this, and you've done a fabulous job. Thank you very much. Sensei. Oh, I need my air. No wonder it was hot in here. Let me know if you can hear my fan on the microphone. Okay, we're just going to hang in there with Trial TV Live. They are the best. They are a new channel. I am so excited. They hit 2,060 plus subscribers. They're catching up with me. They're going to, don't beat me. Take me along. By the way, guys, we have a goal by Halloween to have 3,000. I think it'd be cool to have 3,100 by the 31st. What do y'all think? Is that not a good goal? 3,100 subscribers by the 31st. I think that would be phenomenal. So please love, like, and subscribe. And we also have memberships. We have a fun membership live every month. And I'm getting ready to start doing some more. I'm going to start a level. One of the ones, my goal on my memberships is to start having other content creators come on my membership only live. So you guys can get, more specific information and more, one-on-one. So I'm hoping to start bringing people on like Recovery Addict and Ian and all of them, and doing a, why is this giving me hell? What's your problem, dude? And us getting more fun information and just hanging out with these other content creators and being a little more connected. So that is a goal of mine. Now, whether it happens, I don't know. Yes, we do panels. I am going to start doing some panels, but I really want to do some special stuff for my members only. You will need to be the $4.99 a month or higher, but our memberships start at 99 cents. I mean, everybody can do a 99-cent one. Yes, everybody's the same. Everybody's using this one feed. We are all equal in this problem. So we're just going to be patient with them. I got some. I didn't really brush my hair.
I think it's on y'all's end. I cannot hear the
bothering me, so I go, oh, I forgot my coffee. Sensei, over here. Over here. Thank you.
All right, you want me to hold on this end?
I have my coffee. I forgot it. I haven't had coffee today. This is her lawyer.
Counselor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yay! The volume.
Mr. J, if you're able to start over and pick up, or rather than pick up where you left off, start over on the issue of, we were discussing the depositions of the recently identified experts. We had confirmed that Dr. Harper's deposition was October the 1st. Dr. Birkeland, my understanding, is no longer being called as an expert to testify, but is only being offered in some kind of advisory capacity. And all efforts to depose Dr. Brannon have not borne fruit yet. You can pick up where you've left off.
Yes, we have tried to get that coordinated and have had no success with opposing counsel. I am not even sure what this person will testify about. I don't know if it's another battered spouse.
Y'all, I've gained up 100%.
Any other mental issues would have to be insanity. So I'm not sure exactly who this doctor is. We had prayed the court for relief and at least getting a report by today from him. We have not gotten such a report. So I don't know when we will be able to coordinate that deposition prior to trial.
Okay. Mr. Owens, with regard to Dr. Birkeland, is Mr. J's position that person is not going to be called at trial accurate?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So is there any reason to worry about deposing that person at this time, Mr. J?
No, sir.
Okay. With regard to Dr. Brannon, are you still going to be
that voice is the prosecutor
at trial, Mr. Owens.
Yes, Judge, and I'm going to be down there Monday night, and I'll be available all next week. I can do it at any time. The only two things I've got is the Dr. Harper's deposition on October 1 and the state's expert evaluating the defendant Sarah Boone on Wednesday, October 2nd. But I'm free anytime, and we can make Dr. Brandon available any day that week. I would assume we just have to get with him.
Looks like
Okay.
we're going to trial on the
It would be
7th.
helpful if I had a report so that I could craft a preparation for this person's deposition.
What is the basis to require the production of a report?
Under 3220F, you and your discretion could order it to speed these proceedings along so that I do not have to engage in a fishing expedition for an inordinate amount of time on the eve of a trial that is set to occur on October 7th, when I am unavailable on Friday next week due to an insanity placement hearing in Osceola County that has been previously scheduled and rescheduled numerous times. I am not opposed to working on Thursday, but Thursday is a court holiday, so we would have to make arrangements. And then Wednesday,
If there are other persons in the media who are appearing virtually to observe this proceeding, I need you to mute yourself, please. There's an individual by the name of Lou. Sir, I need you to mute yourself in order for the court to conduct its business. Whoever is participating in the hearing this afternoon, whose name is Lou, if you can hear me, this is Judge Kranick. I need you to mute yourself, please.
He can mute them. Their tech can go in and
Mr.
control that.
Owens, how are we going to be able to coordinate this step? Well, let me go back to you, Mr. J. 3.220F says, on a showing of materiality, the court may require such other discovery to the parties as justice may require.
Lo, where are you?
Is that your position? That
I don't
allows me to
understand,
provide
Lois.
Written reports?
yes, it is within the court's discretion to order an expert who has not produced a written report, nor have I gotten his CV, to produce a report in efforts to coordinate discovery with opposing party.
Mr. Owens, what's your response?
Judge, my response is it's a narrow issue, battered spouse. Dr. Brandon is an expert. You know, I've mentioned him 2 or 3 times. He testified in the Marsha Thompson case.
I got it.
County. That's his field of expertise. It's not going to be a fishing expedition in his deposition. It's going to be related to that sole issue, battered spouse. And I'm available Thursday. I realize that's a holiday, but I'm available as well. I can make him available. I'll do everything I can to set the deposition as soon as possible.
Do we know of Dr. Brandon's availability?
I can try to get him on the phone now, Judge, if you'd like me to.
Any objection to doing that?
I don't want to burden the court. Judge,
Mr. Owens.
I have a pool camera in here. There is no need for anybody else to be on the line except for Mr. Owens.
I can't control that. The media reached out to court admin today and said they were going to be hearing virtually. I'm trying to log in to my app to silence this other person.
I'm having difficulty.
I'm with you on the difficulty scale, and I sympathize with it, but I don't have the ability to remove him at this time. I'm working on it right now.
That's a good question.
Thursday, then that will be our preference because it's my preference to do it in person.
Fine. That will be an in-person deposition no later than Thursday of next week, the 3rd. If you are unable to have that deposition coordinated, you need to let my office know immediately, and we will set a hearing as necessary. I'm in trial next week, but I will make the time in order to make that happen.
Y'all,
Living or working as
we're going to
listed
trial
on
on
the
the 7th.
witness list in South Florida.
What
under the
holiday
rules, the deposition should have to
Thursday?
occur there, unless Mr. Owens is requesting a different location.
Mr. Owens, are you requesting a different location other than South Florida, which is the location of Dr. Brannon?
Well, we'll ask Dr. Brannon, but if he's willing to come up here for the deposition, I'm fine with that. Or we can travel, whatever. Or we can do it by phone or Zoom. I'm available, like I said, all week next week. I'll do whatever is necessary to get the case resolved.
It's going to be an in-person deposition, so the issue is simply location, whether it's in South Florida where his office is or here.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, then you've got your deadline by next week, Thursday, to take that deposition. I have
I forgot.
the state's
Rosh
responses
Hashanah.
to multiple matters,
I'll be
including
celebrating.
the amended exhibit list and the second amended exhibit list, and a response that the state had filed regarding a second motion. Was there a second motion to suppress that was filed?
Judge, they filed a notice of objections to the state's evidence late last night. Contained within that objection to the state's evidence was basically an unfiled, legally insufficient motion to suppress statements based on a statement made to a patrol deputy prior to the first statement to the detectives in an unmarked patrol car on February 24th, 2020.
Okay. I have not seen when that hasn't cleared the court file yet, I don't believe.
Judge, I believe I sent it directly to your JA. Defendant's objections to plaintiff's exhibit list. Would have been sent to Ms. Barrios.
I have. Mr. Owens, the second paragraph of the second page of the objections seemingly refers to a different interrogation than what is made reference to in your motion to suppress of September 24th.
That's correct.
Okay.
May I be heard?
You filed your objections. As of right now, there's only one pending motion to suppress. Is there another motion to suppress that's going to be filed?
I'm not sure, Judge. I had some time constraints on filing this defendant's objections to plaintiff's exhibit list. I'll put those last two paragraphs in page 2 on there for the purpose of preserving that issue, because my client asked me to. Whether or not I'm going to file those or not is an issue that will be decided on Monday when I drive down to speak with her. I may or may not file those, but I wanted to preserve that potential issue. Object.
Mr. Owens, can you hear us?
Lindsay,
Cannot hear you,
I don't
sir.
understand. I'm lost.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can.
I'm sorry. That was my error.
What if any response do you have to? My concern is I don't have a complete picture of what is attempting to be filed, and you're telling me you're not going to be able to know until you meet with your client on Monday as to whether or not you're going to file a motion to suppress. We're rapidly proceeding to trial in this matter.
I understand that, Judge. I had a deadline for filing these defendant's objections to plaintiff's exhibit list. Based on my last discussions with Ms. Boone, she expressed concern about those two statements on the second page, the last two paragraphs. I simply was
She did-
preserving the right to make an objection.
She didn't get her makeup artist, so she's banning her face. I wouldn't mind the back of her head. I'd scrutinize the haircut.
On the two exhibits, which is the body cam of Deputy Rodriguez and the audio tape that was taken, the interrogation that was taken in the squad car by the two homicide detectives. I don't know whether I'm going to even file a motion to suppress on those two paragraphs on the second page.
Why not?
I plan on driving down Monday. I will see her Monday night. We'll make a decision at that time. But I felt like I had to preserve that issue in this objection of these exhibits.
Right? Yeah, we can hear that. If we can't get into a private Zoom meeting, you're not going to let us into this. I don't know. There was somebody that said they had a Zoom.
I don't know who that is.
Can't we just do the old-fashioned way? Counsel can call my phone.
She made it worse. She cut it
Over the overhead.
shorter.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Owens, we're going to give you a phone number to call in, sir, because there are so many people that are trying to participate virtually.
Okay.
The clerk is going to call you right, sir.
Okay.
Let me pull up this new one. Who's like here and makeup.
Can I be on video? Turn off
That could be from Sarah Boone. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, so remember if you got the other day after that last hearing, he was like, you haven't done enough, I'm trying to get this information.
No problem, Esmeralda. We appreciate you being here and listening. I'm not wondering if that noise is not coming from Sarah Boone, because she's in a jail, which means it's not quiet. So that's what I'm thinking. Esmeralda, I have some rules for my channel now, love. And one of the rules is I demand 100% of your attention. Listening is not good enough. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate it. I really do. Y'all are awesome. No. Coleslaw. Usually it is. This is I didn't get to really eat my lunch because I had to come on. I'm teasing Esmeralda. I think it's awesome that you listen. Thank you. Usually it is cottage cheese, but this is coleslaw. That's right. I have a county. Have y'all seen the other Ada Brown on the internet? I'm quite famous. I have a twin. I'll pull it up. I have a Judge Ada Brown. Y'all, I got to grab the door. I'll be right back. Come on, baby girl. Let's go. Okay, I'm back, guys. I have something special to show you. A friend of mine's husband passed away a couple of years ago. Unexpectedly, he was the epitome of health. He was a builder and no problems. And she went off. She does art shows, and she went off to do an art show or something. I don't know. When she came home, and he was deceased. Hard, yeah. But look what she brought me. She brought me this that she painted. Uh-oh. That's the door again. I'm at my son's office, so I need to grab the door. We've got the voice sound on. I'll be right back. Oh, awesome. Come on, baby girl. Go get 'em. Down, down. I know it's a little. Oh, you want to? No. Who's here? Oh my God, we have a surprise. Who is here? My daughter showed up from college. She came home early. She is so excited. The dog. Boy, it's been a good day today, isn't it? But isn't that gorgeous? She painted that. I love it. I'm going to put it up here in my office. Isn't that awesome? Yep. Hey, Sarah, you just missed a lady from church when I used to look what she brought me.
Wow, it looks so good.
Yeah, come on, say hi to everybody.
No, thank you. I've been driving for the past.
Oh,
2.5
Sarah.
hours.
Okay, so y'all know my daughter came home, so we're all excited. Go, Cindy, go. My dog is especially excited. Go, Cindy. Hey, Sarah, come here.
It just cut off.
My dog's doing the zoomies now.
Is this for her?
Yeah. No, you can have one. Right, we'll get it back. We'll get it back, guys. We'll get it back. Let me go to Trout. I need you to take her out of here, baby girl. It's too noisy. Thank you. I told you I was famous, y'all. This is Judge Ada Brown in the United States District Court, the Northern District of Texas. So, born in 1974. I'm 3 years older. American lawyer. So people actually confuse me with her. They really do. So we are kind of watching out for Trial TV Live. I'm looking at their comments. That's it. That is all we got. That's all anybody could get. The judge said no mas. Let me look around and see if we can find anybody who may have been in the courtroom or could report on it. Yep, sorry, I can't have this here. They're not sponsored. I am sorry, guys. We are all trying very hard to get more information. So this is what. Okay, they say it was a white screen for the rest of the hearing. Next episode in the Suitcase Sarah Chronicles. Yes. By the way, Squeegee Side of Justice and all of y'all over at Trial TV, y'all did the best you can. We appreciate and are so honored that you were able to give us that. Y'all, please hit the like button on your way out. They're asking, oh no, someone said Nancy Grace can let her borrow her handcuff necklace. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind one of those. Since I am going to school for criminal justice. Yep. Let me go over to the Discord so I can kind of see what's going on there. Wonderful. October 7th is the jury selection. Judge will bring 50 jurors in the morning. I remember him saying that. He will ask about the hardships, ... That was all done. Then he'll bring at 1:30, he'll bring 150, he'll bring another 50 if they need it. Once he has 40 jurors that can serve for the 3 weeks, they will choose from those 40. So here's the thing, October 7th, I have a special commitment. The company that gave me my service dog, trained her, and blessed me with her is having an event, and I go and support them and bring Sensei so people can do meet and greets. And, when you receive $110,000 value dog, I mean, I got that number because a blind dog at fully trained is 80,000, and then another 30,000 worth to trainer for my ears. So that's kind of her history. But, I average $50,000 to $70,000 dogs. And then someone hands you a dog like that, if you're smart and appreciative, you will go back and when you can help them. So that is what I'm doing. So if a jury is selected that day, I will have the opportunity and the ability to go live on remote. I will make sure I have the ability, but I will for sure be back on the 8th and we will start up from there. Esmeralda and all of y'all, K Swan, Tracy, Hello Brit, Lewis Cox. Haley Mouse, all of you, I can't even begin to list you all. Thank you so much. And always my fabulous mod, Miss Ronnie. Thank you guys so much for joining. We greatly appreciate you. And I'm going to go enjoy my daughter. Yay! Um, it was, it was Curature Channel. Do we know for sure? I'm trying to see. We got some stuff that Miss Wonderful. I'm gonna. We got some stuff that we. Okay, I got some motions for her. We're gonna read. Excuse me. Motion for hair and makeup. Are y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. I gotta share this page. Let me get it shared. Let me get it all up and running and shared. Okay, here we go. Miss Sarah Boone, defendant. Comes now. The defendant right to hair, cosmetics, and civilian clothing without restraints for trial. Statement of facts. The defendant by and through the undersigned counsel, blah, 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 moves this honorable court for an order permitting defendant to appear in all court proceedings pertaining to trial civilian clothes without restraints instead of jail uniform. In addition, the defendant requests that she be permitted the right to having her hair styled and access to makeup. In support thereof, the defendant as following. The defendant is presently incarcerated. Has been incarcerated without court entering an order permitting her to such the rights received. A fair trial will be personally infringed. Oh, bull crap. Thank you, Esmeralda, for hopping on. Bye, everyone. Yeah, that was stupidity on that person, case one. The presumption of innocence based. Okay, are you clean? Okay, the clothing. So on a component of fundamental right for fair trial, since the defendant pending and during his trial is still presumed innocent, they can have clothes. Okay, so what? That's not my issue. The hair and makeup is a little bit much for me. Here, the defendant is scheduled on October 7th. The defendant will be transported from Orange County Jail daily to her trial proceedings. Defendant's counsel will be providing defendant with professional attire for the court appearance. In addition, the defendant will need to obtain defendant's measurements. Therefore, the defendant requests the court to enter an order placing Orange County Jail on notice that one, the defendant is permitted to take the defendant's measurements. The defendant is permitted to dress out in her civilian clothes for her trial proceedings. That's not an issue. That happens all the time. Right to appear without physical restraints, allowing them physical restraints is ready prejudges is submissive. Okay, we know that. September 19th, defendant appeared in court bearing handcuffs and shackles. The defendant's hands restraints made it difficult for her to communicate with her counsel in written note-taking form. In addition, it's reasonable to assume that the next court hearing will be covered by local and national media. If the defendant is put on display to prospective jurors in jail garb, they will naturally be led in doubt in her presumption of innocence. Come on, we all know. We know. Just because you're in jail does not make you guilty. Therefore, she's requesting the hand restraints be removed at all court proceedings from here on out, and that both shackles and handcuffs be removed during trial proceedings. Oh, that's fine, honey. We'll remove that, but we're going to put the zap bracelet on your ankle. So if you screw up or mess up, we can shock the hell out of you. Really? Seriously? You're going there. The right to control appearance in the courtroom before a jury. Court recognized the defendant's appearance can significantly impact the jury's perception and consequently fairness in trial. They want the defendant to be allowed to present herself in a manner that does not unduly prejudice the jury in essentials, ensuring the right to fair trial, upholding defendant right to appear before the court. Okay, we know that. The right before the court and prospective jurors the same manner as what outside of confinement. Cosmetics and hairstyle is standard practice in preceding professional appearance. If the individual so chooses, by extension, incarcerated males are permitted to fresh shave and haircut. Accordingly, the defendant requests that she be permitted access to cosmetics and her hairstyle throughout her trial proceedings. Okay, guys, listen. You can have that said hairstyle. That's no problem. But for the fact that you're sitting here doing this, first of all, there is no styling your locks, baby girl. Because first of all, you freaking cut it shorter. You made it shorter than what it was. There's nothing more to do with your bowl cut. Not trying to be mean or disrespectful. It is what it is. That's all on you, boo boo. All on you, boo boo. You're just trying to make everybody's life a living hell. The state's motion to strike, defendant's motion to suppress statements at OCSO, and the state's response. Here comes the state of Florida. Okay, the defendant's motion is legally insufficient. Defendant recites allegations of facts, but not why any particular fact or facts is an issue. The reason for the suppression, as required by Florida State Rule blah, 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 is boilerplate assertion that it violated the United States Constitution and the Florida's Constitution. So what she's trying to do is have her comments stricken because she states that they did not properly read her Miranda rights. The video in which they played in the courtroom was interesting because it stated in the video the pregnant deputy, the one that was doing the investigator, I'm sorry, that was investigating and leading the questioning, said, as with yesterday, I read you your rights then as a procedure. We're going to do it again today. So she understood her rights and she stated she gave her a written copy. This is a no bueno. It should be denied. The state objects to any additional claims being raised at the hearing that were not specifically pled in the defense motion. As to paragraph 5 and 6 of her motion, she alleged she was detained for 14 hours, and during this time she provided a statement to law enforcement. She does not challenge the admissibility of this statement. Paragraph 6 and 8, the defendant's motion alleged that law enforcement asked for defendant to turn over her phone, that she provide the means to unlock it to law enforcement. In Bell versus State, the informant on this issue, if it is the defendant's possession, that this somehow renders her statement the following day involuntary. No, Bell makes it clear that the police having seized evidence from a suspect and the suspect knowing they have seized evidence from her only goes toward the analysis as whether the future interrogation is custodial or, not whether the future statement is involuntary. Because the Miranda warnings were provided at the beginning of the interview the following day, this is not relevant. Basically, I'm going to slim this down. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick, and then we're going to finish this and hop off. First of all, you're sitting in a interrogation room, and they read you your rights. Honey boo boo, you should have more sense to know that that you are under investigation. You have been read your rights before. Heck, you've been arrested before. So to me, I'm like, you know exactly what's going on. She's not naive to this. She's been down this road before. Number one. Number two, if anybody asks you in an interrogation anywhere to hand you their phone, you to hand them the phone, You don't do it. I made this mistake once. I was on a fire scene, and the deputy, one of the sheriffs, he was a supervisor, didn't know that I had met with his boss, the deputy sheriff, and had gotten permission to be on the scenes for that county. And I have a radio, Firecom radio type thing. Now, I don't have the special, the digital private channels on there. I just have the public channels. And he was real upset that I was there. Now, something had happened. Somebody else showed up on scene who was trying to sell the victim of the fire a cleanup service while the fire is still happening. That's ambulance chasing. You can't do that. I was there to provide a service to them for free. I was there to help them walk through the process. I'm there to give them resources, connect them with the Red Cross, Goodwill, that kind of stuff. So I'm doing all my stuff as a volunteer. I'm not charging anything. But he didn't know who I was. So he escorted me off the scene. I was explaining who I was. He saw my radio and got pissed. He goes, "May I see that?" And I said, "Sure." Handed it to him. And I should have said no. And he started skimming the channels, trying to see what channels I had to ensure that I didn't illegally have what's called their secured channel, because it is illegal for me to have that unless the sheriff has given me consent to have it. And then he gave it back to me, and I'm all like, "Are you crazy?" "Yes, ma'am." "Yes."
Okay, because I gave him the jacket on major. Do you have the female to male adapter for aux to amp?
"What?"
It's like
"For
the
your
aux-
phone?"
No, from the aux cord to an amp, like guitar. You said you had one.
"Oh, you mean this right here?"
The female to male connector. I'd have to see the other end of it. Yeah.
"Take it.
Thank you.
It's yours." So anyway, I'll be done in a little bit. So anyway, what happens is that by law, I was not required to show him that at all. I was not required. The law can ask. I mean, I can ask you, let me see your phone. If I'm an officer and I can ask you, but you have the right to say no, and I can't hold it against you. Now I can go get a warrant, which is fine. Go get a warrant. And I could have told him, "Go get a warrant. You're not getting this." But I'll be honest, in my situation, it was easier for him to just see for himself. There was nothing I was doing illegal. I wasn't under investigation. I wasn't sitting in a room where they were reading me my rights. Now, if he was charging me with a crime, now everything worked out fine later, but that's an example I personally experienced. But if he had taken me into the department, put me in a room and read me my rights and asked for the radio, I'd say, "Get a warrant." "No, I'm not going to give it to you. You can get a warrant and I'll gladly hand it to you." But that's not what she did. She gave it to him, and then she willingly gave the passcode. So guess what, guys? Sarah, hold on. The cat wants out. So for me, I don't think that's going to hold. The kitty wants out, I believe, or needs to be out. She's sitting here crying. Go on, baby kitty. Go on. I don't know where you are. Okay. So that's why I don't think she's going to win this, because she knew they read her rights. The shirt, I've lost weight and it's too big. She was read her rights. They asked, she handed. That's willing. There's nothing wrong with what they did. I can ask. Anybody can ask you, and you have the right to say no. But she didn't take that right. The defendant, from the deception that she led to an involuntary statement. This defendant, from the deception that, okay, that didn't make sense. The defendant received no promises of hope, leniency, misrepresentation about the law. They're talking about the states. This includes misrepresenting to the co-defendant's statement, false suggestions. Law enforcement could arrange a satellite system to put the defendant at the scene, extravagating the DNA evidence against the suspect, informing the suspect that the law enforcement was investigating a missing persons case rather than a homicide DNA. So, luring the defendant into the sheriff's office under the guise of returning her phone to her. Guys, they can do that. They can lie to you to a point. And all of that was involuntary. They're saying it was only goes to show whether Miranda should have been read, and it was. It was read. Paragraph 12 and 13 also only goes towards the first Ramirez factor as to whether Miranda should have been read to the defendant. She was led upstairs to one of the interview rooms in the sheriff's office by Detective Lowen, where an interrogation ensued. Nor the Miranda was read to the defendant. And it was stated it was read the day before, and she was given a copy, and she acknowledged it, and she said she understood. So, bitch, please. That's all I got to say to her. Nor was the coercion, although the defendant has not specifically made that a claim or cited authority. The threatened allegations that the law enforcement one threatened the suspect with death penalty or any of that. So they're just crying. Although the defendant never states a part of the reason she believes her statement should be suppressed was a minimization of her Miranda warnings, nor cites a case law on the subject. Is saying this is something I have to do is not minimizing according to Wright, which is the analogous. I don't know. Detective was saying I'm going to read you your rights again. Here we go. Quote from Detective Copesel. Copesel? Is that how you say it? So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk about that. We just have to do it. They were reading in a normal cadence like shuffling. There was no delay. The defendant is not juvenile, below average, or claims to have below average intelligence. She'd been read her Miranda warnings just the day before and acknowledged this. The defendant, who says normal protocol, the statement by the law enforcement did not render or waiver her Miranda rights. Involuntary, her statement involuntary. Okay, so balance of paragraph 15. I'm trying to skim through this. So basically, guys, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to kind of pull all this together. She needs to look the part of an invader. No problem, Ricky. Thanks for joining us back. Number one, first of all, not having makeup on does not mean the jury is going to assume you're guilty. There's a lot of women who don't wear makeup. Number two, combing and brushing your hair with your hairstyle is about all you can do, unless you're going to tease it into a football helmet. Okay, it was going to be funny as hell if they say she can have a stylist or have something to style her hair and makeup and she comes in and she looks the same. I'm going to ever loving laugh my ass off on that one. Sorry, not sorry. Number one, Kristen, but there's a bias if they're in jail uniforms, allegedly, but the hair and makeup is a bit over the top, in my opinion. Exactly. Yeah, I'd love to see her in an 80s full tees with that big old. You remember when we used to have those short haircuts and we did these wings with her hair, like, like this, and you had that big puff coming over? Yeah, I know, I had it. So that's that. Her attorneys can provide all that. Now, I understand it may need to be ordered if the jail is not willing to have it there in the jail, but they can get her there and she can be provided that in the holding room with her attorneys present. I know that'd be funny, Pickle Nits, wouldn't it? Thank you for joining me, Pickle Nits. The other thing, the biggest thing is the Miranda rights and the seizing of the phone illegally. Well, first of all, If somebody asks you and you hand it to them, then you gave consent. Period. They're upset that they asked them in the interview. Well, guess what? Too bad. Oh, I don't get to do that anymore, pickle nits. Too bad. That's your problem. See, a lot of people don't know their rights, and that because you don't know does not mean that they're being broken. I should have known better than to hand my radio to him, but I also know sometimes letting him, if I'm innocent and I know that everything's legal in that situation, handing it to him, letting him see that everything was legal and it diffuses the situation for me, I'm fine to do it. Now, if there was something illegal on it at the time and I didn't want him to know, I say, I'm sorry, do you have a warrant? No. Okay. But then he can detain me and get a warrant. And then I could be charged if there was something on there. So they're trying to get the video thrown out of evidence is the biggest part of this because they know that's the most damaging part of her trial. So by throwing out the video by saying it was obtained illegally and it was on the phone, she didn't have her Miranda rights properly read to her. They didn't have a warrant. They lied to her and said that we want you to come here to retrieve your phone or whatever. And they get there and take you up in an interrogation room. None of that's illegal. They can easily just go, okay, can you please come up here? We have some possessions that we need to give you of the decedent, and you're the spouse. And they always investigate the spouse. The first thing they're going to do is, let's come back here and have a talk while we get your possessions. Put you in a little 4-wall room with a camera, and they're going to start. So while we wait for the evidence to bring up the possessions, can we talk about what happened? That's when you say, am I under arrest? Am I under investigation? Do I need an attorney? Oh, no, we're just talking. You need an attorney. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, talk. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I think I might want to have an attorney with me if you have any questions pertaining to any activity. I mean, you need to know your rights as a citizen. And she signed the waiver. Yeah, there you go, Case Swan. She signed a waiver. So all of those the judge is going to shoot it down. So that's what's there. Okie dokie. I'm reading. Oh, a new document. New document. Let me put it over here. Let me pull up the other one. I love my peoples. I love my peoples. Y'all are awesome in Discord. By the way, if you'd like to be in Discord, y'all, please come join us in Discord. We do have it. Ronnie, can you post our Discord while I'm getting these documents lined up? I greatly appreciate it because I'm going to share these documents. Oh, my neck wants to pop so bad and it won't. I've got that do you know how you get that little glitch? Okay, let me glance at these real quickly. That was 11:30, 30. Are these the same? Okay, those two are the same. So I'm going to do this. I'm getting documents, y'all. Okay, that's what I needed. Okay, so we have 2 more documents to go over. They're not very long, so let's go through those. I'd rather do it now than us be a little catching up later. Okay, here we go. The state's preliminary objective to defendants' amended exhibit list. Now comes the state of Florida. On September 26th of 24 at 7:21 p.m., the state received an amended exhibit list from the defendant. This is outside the scope of the timeline. The defendant was allowed to list exhibits, but the court granted leeway for a potential extension. The potential assembly of battered spouse admissibly, of battered spouse evidence is changed the feasibility of all the court's deadlines in the scheduling order of August 5th. Items 1 through 3, which the defendant does not even have yet, would likely require hearsay relevance and 90.403 objections to be made, resulting in either their exclusion or voluminous redactions to be made. Also, these records may require battered spouse syndrome experts to re-examine the defendant, potentially be redisposed. Items 4 through 7 are police reports. The police reports are inadmissible hearsay in Florida. It's unclear whether the defendant believes she can use these reports in her case in case of chief or for potential rebuttal. The lawyer may provide some limited admissibility. Reliance on inadmissibility evidence by the experts is permitted, but it does not make the inadmissible evidence admissible, meaning police reports are just that. They are a report that the police made. It is hearsay. It is not finder of fact. It is only their documentation of what they saw and heard. You need to bring the police officer in and have them say it themselves. Regarding to items 8 through 11, the state notified the defendant that it would potentially use photographs of George Torres's injuries as well. This will also involve the testimony of the deputy who observed George Torres's injuries during their prior incidences. Items 12 include inadmissible hearsay from the defendant. Item 13, inadmissible character evidence from Florida Statute 90.404. If the defendant does testify that she used justifiable deadly force against George Torres on the evening she killed him, she is permitted to testify to prior acts of violence committed by George Torres that she was aware of. This, however, does not allow a rap sheet to be admitted into evidence. They can't do that. She can talk about her own personal experience, but she cannot talk about his past with other people. They would have to bring in the other people. Oh, that was a hot mess. Sorry about the volume and lack of info. Oh, Trial TV Live, you rock. You're my rock stars. And you're getting ready to beat me in subscriptions. Guys, will you help me? I'm trying to get to 3,100 subscriptions by Halloween. But guys, you guys are awesome. Trial TV Live, I adore you, and we appreciate anything that you can get for us. But let me ask you this, Trial TV Live, do you believe they're going to trial on the 7th? That's what it sounded like to me. It doesn't sound like that judge had decided to delay trial, because I think if they had delayed the trial, half of this would have been not important. If they delayed trial, then why would they have done all this? So we're going through some of these things. Item number 14 is another police report, which is inadmissible, explained above. Number 15, inadmissible character evidence. No, I don't think he's going to delay it. If he would have, we would already know. It would have to be the courthouse is on fire, God forbid, or another hurricane knocking it down, God forbid. This is going to trial. But I still need to talk to you guys. I want to try and do something with you with this trial, if it's okay. So we'll look out for your email later today. The attack on the descendant's character in a self-defense case are limited. Yep, he was adamant The attack on this character self-defense case limited to reputation of violence and evidence and specific act of violence which the decedent committed that the defendant was aware of. I got it. Number 16 is irrelevant and likely filed with hearsay. State did not provide information. Item 17 and 18 irrelevant and admissible. Item 19 inadmissible hearsay. The 911 call the undersigned has heard from June 18th and September 4th. Defendant makes it clear to the dispatch that it is not an emergency. There you go. If it's not an emergency, then your life is not under threat. Item 20 does not to be relevant. Others showing that the defendant had no injuries. Unless otherwise noted below, the state does not have any preliminary objections this time to items 20 through 51 without waiving any potential objections as to the trial develops. 16 through number 16, 25 through 28 are irrelevant. 23, 34, 35, and 38 are duplicative. 41 is irrelevant. 33. I wish I had that list. I wished I had that list. That would have been awesome. That would have been freaking awesome. One more. Let me see. It's just a one pager. Let me open it. This is a second amended. This is a second document. We're going to share screen. Here we go. Make sure y'all are seeing it well. Pop it up. Okay. This is the last document. Comes the state of Florida, the undersigned state. The state received this second amended list at 10:44 p.m. on September 22nd and 24. The only apparent change was adding item number 13, jail phone call involving the defendant. Third parties was received. While the state may introduce statements of the defendant as a party opponent, the state is struggling to see any hearsay exemptions which would allow the defendant to introduce any jail phone calls. Blah, 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 blah. That's done. Let me get this out so I can focus. A to K. Take note that James Owen doesn't spell his client's name properly on the last page below in his signature. I did notice. I just didn't bring it up. But thank you. You did. You're awesome. What I don't think so. As I was telling them, the day of jury selection, I will have to be in Austin, Texas. That's a 2-hour drive for me. I have to do an event with the service dog organization that gave me my dog. But I am going to be, I will be mobile. So if they actually find the jury and start trial opening statements that day, I hope Trial TV, you will reach out to me and let me know. If not, we'll be back on the 8th and hopefully having a trial starting on the 8th. I'd like to partner with you guys. So what I might do is I'm going to send you my phone number and email so we can talk. It's much easier. So y'all are awesome. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Remember to comment, like, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 3,100 by Halloween. That would be greatly appreciated. And any help from you, Trial Live, would be awesome. Maybe we both ought to do this goal where we both try to get to 3,100 by Halloween. That would be fun. Shout each other out and try and get each other over there. So tomorrow is Saturday. We have our evening Saturday night. No, switching it to Sunday. Sorry, Sunday night. We'll have our Sunday night spilling the tea. Everybody is welcome to that one. That is not a members only. We will see you there for sure. I will have video footage and photos of the powwow tomorrow. I'm excited, but I got to be up like at 6 a.m. and on the road. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a long day. but I look forward to it. I really, really do. And if anything else happens between now and then, we'll be hopping on. Otherwise, by the way, I got all my tests done, all my papers done, so I kind of have a free weekend to spend with my daughter who came into town from college. We had a bunch of new people here today. We want to say thank you. Once again, my heart is crushed. Crushed. And I just want to take another moment to, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to throw this up one last time in honor and memory of one of my most favorite actresses of all time. Miss Dom Maggie Smith was born December 8th of 1934, passed away today, September 27th of 24. She was a fabulous, beloved woman. She is a legend and a class act, and she will be greatly missed. But thank you for the memories. Thank you for the memories. And I'd start singing that song, Thanks for the Memories, but I'd start crying. And I don't need to start crying. Oh, wow. Well, we'll start trying to help you with that, love. We will help you with that, Kristen. But with that, we're going to say farewell. We're going to have y'all have a great Friday. It's beautiful weather for us. But I am going to do that Sarah Boone magnet fishing thing. I just got to get it planned, get everything together, and then I will film it and create a video. So y'all will be the first ones here to see it when it launches. So till tomorrow, Sunday night, we'll see you. Have a great evening. And again, comment I sub between now and the 31st of October to be in a drawing to win a Starbucks tumbler. Bye, guys. Miigwech.